Good morning. I'm just going to do a little update vlog here. Mostly garden, but some art. So I mentioned that I'm working on a runner, and so far I've gotten the panels all printed. So these were blue. I had sensitized the canvas with cyanotype sensitizer, and then I printed it with the different herbs and flowers from my garden and the paper cuts. Then I bleached it, and then I toned it in tea. And so these are the two of the side panels, and I'll go upstairs and I'll show you what I'm doing, what else I'm going to be doing to it. So this is the middle panel here, and I put it out on the shoot. So I'm going to be embroidering some. Let's see if I can get this where you can see it better, because there's a little bit of funny glare here. That's a little bit better. So I'm going to be embroidering around the edges with red, and then I think I'm going to go around with yellow. And I will do that to this one. I don't know how much more embroidery I'll do on each of the panels, whether I'll just confine it to the center, whether I will do any of the other pieces, and then I will stitch and probably do some kind of decorative stitch also with the red and maybe the yellow along the edges when I put the panels together. Now let's hope I didn't lose the needle. No, there it is. Oh, they're doing something on the next block, some kind of work. Sounds like they took down a tree, which I wouldn't be surprised if it fell during the last big storm we had. Hey you, Avery does not like that noise. I don't blame her. I don't like it either. It's like kind of obnoxious. So I'm happy to have those going. I might start a new project with documenting the garden with cyanotype. But let's show you the garden out here. Do you want to come? You don't like the noise though. So right here on the porch, my rose geranium's growing really well, and I have some tansy here. These guys, there's some little baby plants I think coming up in there. I've just sort of, well, you don't want this. This is a weed. But all the morning glories are doing well. I think I'm going to put another string that goes across that way to carry that one up. All the buckwheat is blooming now. There we go. And I'm getting, it's my catnip. Catnip's doing well. I'm getting little eggplants coming here. And here's my enchanted okra forest. I might move some of these, transplant them, because they're pretty close there. My chase tree is starting to bud. It's such a baby though. I'm waiting for, I don't know why my elder hasn't bloomed yet. Neither this one nor the one in back have bloomed, and they usually bloom by now, so I don't know what's up with that. It's one of my mugwort. It's doing pretty well. My rue is putting out some growth, and here's another stand of morning glory. This one's doing really well here. I don't know, I thought I saw a bud here the other day, but now I'm not seeing where it went to, so I don't know when those are going to start blooming. Cucumbers are doing okay. I've already picked a couple. They're kind of weird. I don't know why they're growing like that, whether it's the variety. I'll see when another one gets growing, because I have more than one variety in here. This is my, and it's casting seed, epazote, which is a Mexican herb. It's really good in beans. I got some marigolds there. All the comfrey are doing well. And here is another, my vast little field of buckwheat that I think bunnies are coming to. My leggy tomatoes. I can't see what I'm doing here because of the sun. But they are getting some blossoms on them. I think these are Cherokee Purple. So they're an heirloom variety, which my gardener said, oh, you don't want them heirloom varieties, they get mildew, but so far it's doing okay. My pepper, my sweet pepper here, which I saw some blooms on the other day. Well, maybe I just saw the buds, I don't know. The chili's getting chilies on it though. I picked one already. So we got some chilies there. The bunnies like my yarrow. So I have some deer repellent. It's natural stuff, but so I put the deer repellent, but you can see they've been eating it down. Yeah, there's a bunch of bunnies. Well, I'm going to come around this way. You can't see very well there. But let's come around here. The hollyhocks are almost bloomed out. I'm letting them go to seed, and then I'm just going to scatter the seed, which I'm doing with most of the flowers. Yeah, most of the flowers. I love this color of hollyhock. You can't see the inside of that one yet here, but it's a nice one. All the herbs are doing pretty well. I've transplanted some feverfew out here. Lemongrass is doing good. This borage has never done well, but I've left it in so that it will just cast its own seed, and maybe it'll grow better when it's direct sowed. Here's some more parsley that I'm letting go to seed, and then I'm just going to scatter the seed out here, the flat leaf parsley. Got some basil back there that's doing better than I expected. It's come around. The oregano is going to seed. Oh, there's some Melissa back here too. It's finally put out some growth. I got to get something to fill in here. It's a little bit of chamomile. Got coriander going to seed. My echinacea are blooming nicely. I've got a few okra in here as well coming up. I've thrown some seed in there that's coming back too. My wormwood is taller than me, so it looks like it's going to blossom soon too. My white sage is doing okay. It's doing better than I expected. Oh, it smells so good. This is just a little stand of like cutting flowers there. And almost all the sunflowers have bloomed. I've got a couple of cute little ones in here that are other than just the yellow. I like those. And there's larkspur underneath coming up. And this is another kind of morning glory that the pollinators are supposed to like. It's in the morning glory family, although the flowers look a little bit different. So I'm going to grow that up that post. And there's some pretty daylilies here. I've got a variety of things in here. I think there's some lupin and a bunch of hollyhocks and bachelor buttons. And then I finally mowed the clover. It still needs to fill in, but all the rudbeckia are doing really well. Still getting some poppies. The coreopsis, one I really like, is I've cut it all back. I'm not sure what it's going to do. This other coreopsis is doing good though, the plain one. And I'm getting some, little by little, some calendula, another comfrey. I've got a foxglove that looks like it's ready to spike. And an angelica. I want to get more angelica. Feverfew that I transplanted, some mullein in there. This is the rest of my motherwort, which the bees really love it. And I've been picking my St. John's wort little by little, but it's all doing pretty well out here too. And let's see. The black currants are just about ripe. They really do taste funny raw, honestly. but they're ripening in there, and looks like one of these is too. Want to go out back? Come on, Avery. The Rosa Comunas are growing slowly, but they're doing okay. The red runner beans are sort of meh, but the ground isn't that great, so little by little I'll feed the ground. The California mugwort's doing nicely, and the goji's sort of marginal. And here's the hops. Yeah, I know, that's too noisy, huh? And then we'll go on back. I'll show you the back. Okay. Ugh. Still some greens. I threw some buckwheat in there. I've got a bunch of wild tomatoes that have come up. I've started getting some green beans. I've got some bitter melon that I'm going to grow along here that's growing now. My squash is really kind of marginal. I don't know what's going on with that. Squash is usually such an easy thing to grow, but I just don't get quite enough sun out here. It would do better out front. And like I say, this is a learning year. My yuzu has put out some nice growth. This will have to be brought in the wintertime. And I'm still getting the Jacinto kale. I've got some hollyhock and red poppy seed plants coming up there. This pot with the basil is doing well, and I've got some ginger coming up there and some sorrels in there. And we'll see how these Georgia collards do. These ones went to bolt so fast. And I've got some more beets coming up, and I've got some radishes that I'm going to grow for their seed pods, because I saw in another video that they're actually really good to eat green. And that's about it. There's some blueberries that still aren't ripe back here, but that's all right. So that's it. I'm going to go inside and get Avery away from all this noise. It's on the big street. It's kind of a thorough, not a really big street, it's still a residential street, but people will go up and down there between two larger streets, and I have a feeling something must have fallen or something during the last storm. But it's horrible noise. So I hope you're doing well. And yeah, that's the garden update for June the 24th. Is this St. John's Day? I think it is, because it's my brother John's birthday today. So, all right, bye.